Yo, what's up, Twitch? Been a long time. Just getting some last minute things buttoned up. Excited to be back. D&D antics, new campaign, bunch of new players. Gonna be a good time. NGO. Sorry, I was a little bit later than I anticipated. Making some good old fall tea. Made some pumpkin spice tea because I'm a basic ass bitch. Ah, delicious. Well, welcome back. And for today and the foregoing many weeks to come, hopefully, I have quite a present of a campaign in store for you all. I have put a lot of time and effort, and I know that I've been away for a while, and I went to the YT for a while doing streams there, but I decided, you know what, Twitch is where I got my start, so I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to keep it real. So the campaign that I have before you is inspired by what is known as the Cold Wars in the United States. Obviously a little bit more fantasy and everything, but it has to do with a corporation that kind of is taking over the lands and are forcing people to work in their mines and their mills and such, and only paying them with currency that they can use to redeem at their general stores that's run by the same company, kind of like West Virginia during the Cold Wars. And you know, they're ultimately obviously trying to suck the land dry to become even more rich and even more politically influential over the lands. Once I hop into Discord here in a second, we're going to go over a little bit of the background, a little bit more in depth than what I just said, as well as kind of how the party came to be. And I'm sorry if you hear sneezing in the background or coughing. My dog Potato is being quite sneezy right now. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the Discord. Hopefully they're all ready. If not, whatever, we can continue on from there. You know how we keep it loosey-goosey and we like to have fun. So let me go ahead and join in the Discord, and we can get this ball rolling. What's up, players? How's it going today? We're live on Twitch. I'm happy to have you all here. I'm excited to get back into the D&D stream gang. I've already talked to Twitch a little bit and told them, no, it's been a long time, but I'm happy to be back at my roots, the place where I got my start in streaming, back with the thing that got me off the ground, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm excited. You guys excited? You guys ready for today?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's what I like to hear. I need you all to make wisdom saves. I'm just kidding.
Bet. I got you.
Please don't do that to us, DM.
Perfect. So I think just to kind of start off to get kind
There
of
you go.
well,
There's
that's great. Get that natural one out of the way now. Unless you want a Tides of Chaos that, in which case you
No,
could.
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, what's up, Twitch? What's up, everybody watching this in the future on YouTube on my VOD channel? We're back with Dungeons and Dragons, and we have some new players and some old players from previous campaigns that I think were streamed at some point or another. We're just going to go ahead and introduce them and their characters, and then we'll kind of fill in some blanks as to why they are in the situation that they are now and kind of what their goals are moving forward. Starting in alphabetical order, because that's the easiest, we have Astaria.
Hi, my name's Hannah, and I'm gonna play Astaria for y'all. She is a astral elf bard, kind of a musical prodigy, much like you got all the famous classical musicians, opera writers, ballet writers, and squish them together. That's who Astaria is. She doesn't have a big attitude, but she is a little unique.
Perfect. That's exactly what I would use to describe Astaria. Definitely a little unique. Next up, we got Silent.
Hi guys, I'm Charles. I'm playing Simon. He is a half elf who recently discovered that he's actually a drow half elf. And if I were to summarize him in one sentence, I would say he has some severe daddy issues. And a lot of his journey throughout this campaign will be resolving those daddy issues.
There you go, Lynn. That's perfect, Silent. And I'm sure we'll expand upon that as the game goes forward. Next up, Lyrith.
Thank you for drinking the water. Hi, I am Lynn. I will be playing Lyrit. Some people may remember. But Lyrit is once again a Hexblade Warlock variant human. She is a little lost, doesn't remember much of her life, or at least she thinks she doesn't remember. Yeah, she is a... Yeah, she's a human. Yeah, she's average, right? She is a little unhinged in some topics and is very much unbothered by death and kind of actually accepts death a lot more than I'd say any other person.
Understandable. Remember the Old Thursday campaign that I streamed, spooky themed one. Tales from it is now happily back in action. Next up, we have two.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm going to be playing 2. He is a human wild magic sorcerer, specifically variant human because, you know, free feats are nice. They're always nice. He is about 5 foot exactly. He's a tiny little guy. He's just a silly little guy. He's constantly lost. He doesn't really understand how society works and how different societal, opinions are. So hopefully he'll learn how to deal with people. He's just a little wild child.
And I'm sure we'll love to see that all play out and see if you actually can how to interact with a, well, quote unquote modern society. Or if you're just going to rain chaos down on everyone that you meet. And last but certainly not least, Vladimir.
Hi, I'm Dirty Leviathan playing Vladimir Gray. Vladimir is a 6'2" Shadar Kai elf. He is a blade singer wizard. Currently struggling with a new recent mission that no one knows about, but he is trying to find a specific item. Struggling with a deal that was recently struck with someone he also does not want to mention. He is also a recent graduate of college. He is a undergrad graduate in a wizard program, so he has gotten a few additional small spells from that and is ready to find out what these new friends are and how he can also intertwine his mission with theirs.
I'm so glad you didn't spoil anything. When I heard the hesitation when the deal, who you made the deal with, came up, and I was like, oh, please no, because let me tell you what, not only everybody in the party, but anyone watching this and now or in the future, it's gonna cause some. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, especially since it ties into some things and stuff that you will all find out down this journey together. With that being said, that is our players, and as always, I am Dodd, the DM, and I will give you guys a little bit of a kind of an intro, kind of basing how the party came to be and everything. It all started earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember if we took the long rest or not yet. But either way, it started off with all of these wonderful people waking up, heads hurting, to the explosion of a mine collapse that they were not so gingerly thrown into, seemingly to die, as they all came to and had to look around and figure out exactly what was going on. It was too late, as the entrance to the cave had been caved in, permanently sealing them inside, or so it would seem. Upon further inspection and making sure that they were all fine and dandy, they found a dwarf that was pinned between 2 large boulders, and after freeing him, he explained that there was indeed an entrance, or an exit, in the back part of the mine that led into the forests. And through their harrowing adventures through the delving through the depths of the mines, they came across some mushroom people who, at first, the party was, well, specifically one person was quite wary of them. The rest of them were quite relaxed due to the spores that were let off into the air, and had images flash before them of one of their younglings being taken away by a large shadowy figure. After some very difficult coaxing from the rest of the party, they all decided that it would be in their best interest to help out these mushroom people and go save the youngling. And they, in fact, did that and stumbled upon a troll that had been living in the caves and killing the miners, people who have been wandering in, and also the humanoid mushrooms that were inhabiting the other parts of the cave. And after defeating him and returning the youngling to his parent, I guess you could say, father, mother, both, neither, they showed them a very easy route to escape through the backs of the cave, which brings you to the image that you see before you on the screen. Now, after getting out, they've taken time to kind of wash themselves off and relax, taking a long rest in case anyone hasn't done that. So all spell slots and everything else, you're good to go. Everything good. As you all relax and play your instruments and bathe, or just kind of take a moment to catch yourselves as you're waking up the next morning, you hear... Would two whistle? Could you picture two kind of just like wandering through the forest, like whistling blissfully?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. You hear a tune being whistled. It's whistled. Would you say you're a good whistler?
No, he's bad.
It's horribly out of tune, and the timing isn't correct. Almost as if a child was whistling, kind of wandering about the edge of the small cliffs across from the stream where you were listening.
Everyone, do you hear that?
It's horrible.
Worse than when I first picked up a flute. Star is going to like plug her ears with her pinky fingers because she doesn't like unharmonious music.
Vladimir, too, really has an appreciation for music and is interested in learning about stars more, but hearing this awful tune is absolutely horrid to him.
Valid and
Lyrit
understandable.
doesn't know what... Lyrit has not heard enough good music to know what is good music, but she knows that this is bad, but does not stick stuff in her ears. She will actually approach the sound.
Okay. You kind of wade through the water a little bit in the shallower edge and begin to scale up the small jagged peak across the stream. As you pop your head up, you see an interesting person walking about the forest, seemingly without a care in the world, making these horrible whistling.
Hey,
Hey, what's up,
can you
man?
be quiet?
Hey, yo, what's up, my guy?
What you up to? What you doing?
Hey, what you up to?
He's just whistling. He's just whistling very badly. He kind of trips over himself a couple times, but just keeps on walking. He's not paying attention to anything around him, and then he hits a tree.
Vladimir calls out, Lyrith, do you see anything?
I see a dumbass.
Oh my.
Damn.
Oh, well, we shouldn't use such unbecoming language about other people. That's not very nice.
Yeah, but if you
Especially
saw
her hustle.
him, if you saw them, you would also say the same words. You saw them walk into a tree.
Oh, then yes, yes, those words seem accurate.
Two, as you kind of like bump into the tree, you kind of like fall back, land on your ass, shake it off, and you kind of look over towards where the stream is. You can hear the stream, you can't see it because it's below the cliffside, but as you're kind of like scanning, you see the torso of a woman with white hair peeking up over the cliff that said hey to you with a blindfold, kind of looking in your general direction.
Two just kind of adjusts his little mask, and then he just kind of tilts his head. He doesn't really say anything. He just waves.
I awkwardly wave back.
I also wave back.
He's just gonna keep waving. He does not stop.
I think this one's a lost cause. Do you know where nearest civilization is?
What's a civilization?
Oh God.
A big gathering of people living in one place.
Then no, I don't know what that is.
Where did you come from?
I don't know. I was just walking, and now I'm here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
God, Vladimir is
There's
going to go ahead and summon his little moonlight owl and have it fly over there to hear this conversation.
Understandable.
Oh, the minute he sees an owl, he goes nuts. He gets so happy. He starts bouncing around.
I'm gonna go take a nap and a short rest while this is going on. I've decided to give up on this conversation.
I will follow after Silent, and I will give him a song of rest. Make his rest extra nice. I play
Oh.
Rush E on the flute.
I do know of one place that may have peoples.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's a little cabin. I think I remember the way. Maybe.
Can you lead us there?
Mm-hmm. When? Because I may need a little time to remember.
How much time?
I don't know. I'm not good with directions.
Dear gods.
Oh my god, why am I so yawny? Yeah, no, fuck. I don't know what to do.
I remember. I think I remember. I think so. Yes, I do.
Are you sure?
Yes. 100% positive.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Insight.
He seems to be telling the truth. Yeah.
And like look back towards the party. It's like, we may have a way towards some kind of civilization, or be it like someone else who can tell us where civilization is.
Well,
You all,
then I suppose we should go.
Follow the weird masked small person.
You'll notice
Hey,
that he's
bigger than I
walking like a
am.
gorilla. He walks like a gorilla on. He's using his fist as like legs.
Oh my goodness, a feral child.
It's not the first time I've seen one.
Come on,
First
come
time I've seen
on!
one.
Before I forget where it is.
Okay. I like
guess
this one
I'll-
already. He's so sweet.
Vladimir wades through the water and heads up to them and catches up.
Perfect. Okay. You all begin to follow this person.
Feral child. It's
Yes,
fast.
this feral child. And as he leads you, you find your way to a small footpath. It's kind of carved out from the trees. As you continue on, fog is thick, and fauna, the deer and elk, and stare at you through the forest, following this child. After about 45 minutes, you get to almost a clearing. I'd call it a clearing that appears to have a single cabin looks kind of dilapidated and not well.
There it is. Right there. You see it? You see it?
Oh, I see it.
There you go.
Thank you, feral child.
That's not my name.
What's your name again?
Two. My name is Two.
Name is 2.
Like the number.
Thank you, 2.
Well, thank
Oh,
you.
you know your numbers. That's good. That's good.
2, can I ask you what happened last time you were at this cabin?
I don't remember.
Two,
Fair
how
enough.
old are you?
How old do you think I am? Actually, how do you tell age? He starts counting on like fingers.
Well,
But
maybe you're
it's-
2 years old.
It's completely wrong numbers. It's like 1, 25, 7. Like he's counting awfully. He knows numbers, but does he know how to count? No.
Hmm.
Where are your parents?
Who?
Where are your parents?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Mother.
Oh. Like a long, long while or a short while?
Like a long.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Hey.
It's been like more than this many. And he just puts up 5 fingers. Doesn't tell you what time, like what frame of time. He just puts up 5 fingers.
Well, I haven't seen my mother in 3 years.
What's a year?
You know how the weather changes, like it gets really snowy and then it gets warm and then it gets really warm and then it gets cold again?
Yeah.
How many snows have you been out here without your mom?
He starts like counting on his fingers again. I think more than 2.
More than 2. Oh my goodness, who abandoned
Wow.
this lost child?
Abandoned? No, no. Mother didn't abandon me. I got lost.
Oh no! Do you want us to help find your mom?
No. She'll find me.
Okay.
Most threatening thing in the world.
Vladimir just kind of says, okay. And he walks towards the cabin door.
Understandable.
Might as well find me
was following.
soon.
I just
will
imagine
definitely start
Vlad's
following.
just standing there, like arms crossed, just listening to this, just being like, I'm not doing this today." And just walks
And then
like
he
that
puts-
TikTok song was like, I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have
So
run
we're all
dry.
Vlad just kind of throws his hand up and kind of like in a slight wave and says, "Thank you for showing us where the cabin's at too." And
You're welcome.
as all
Do you
precautions
wanna come
are,
inside with us?
Hmm?
Do you want to come inside the cabin with us?
um,
Okay.
well, we
Okay.
don't know if anyone lives here. I think we should probably knock.
Sure. Knocking seems like a good idea.
Do I see any? Does this cabin look completely overgrown, or in the image it seems like it may have had someone living here recently? Is there any sign?
roll either investigation or perception.
Okay, I will gladly roll an investigation check. Oh,
23. Okay. As you kind of approach the cabin, you kind of peer into the window towards the front door, and you notice that there are a lot of cobwebs on the inside. But where the cooking station is and around the table, it appears to not have any acclimation of dust or cobweb.
interesting. I'm gonna do the due diligence of knocking first. So I knock 3 times.
You knock on the door, and after waiting an appropriate amount of time, hear no response from the.
Open the door. Open the door.
Well, 2 is rooting for me. Everyone else?
I mean, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it.
Open the door.
All right, I'll
Open
do
the door.
it. Hey, I was just listen. I'm just acknowledging everybody to make sure that's all what you wanted. You know, I didn't want to open the door and everybody like, how dare you open someone's house that's not yours? You know, if anyone's sensitive out there. Vladimir opens the door, or at least tries to.
Yeah, it's unlocked. You swing open the door. On the inside, it's kind of grimy, dirty. There's still things kind of left about, cobwebs in most of the corners and over most of the furniture, except for the cooking station and table. Still like old, moldy and rotting food kind of left out on the counter. Some very old, stale bread. And based off of your 23 investigation, on the table, kind of in the eating area, there appears to be a folded piece of paper, kind of folded 3 times, almost as if it was a letter.
I take a look at it, see what it says.
The letter states on stationery from the you 3 stay out here and watch the back exit, just in case those folk figure out how to get it. If they do, you know what to do. Stay there for a few days. Make sure no one comes out.
Are they talking about keeping us down there?
Yeah, I hand this
Maybe.
letter to everyone else and read it out loud to them.
Well, I suppose maybe you 3, those 3. Interesting. Sergeant someone looks very like confused but afraid at the same time.
You're like look at the
Surprisingly
others.
enough, 2 can read.
Oh shit, you can read? God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising.
Gonna like look at the others like, you guys make any enemies like recently?
No, and any and all of my enemies would know that, and Star just stops talking immediately and just puts a hand over her mouth like, I shouldn't say anything.
Why are you putting your hand over your mouth? Does it taste good?
No, it doesn't. It tastes like coal.
Oh. Never mind. I won't put my hand on my mouth then.
Good, it's unsanitary.
What
Don't
now?
put your hand... Unsanitary means you can have germs, which are little
Oh.
invisible monsters that, like, get into your body and they make you sick.
Oh, they sound bad.
They are bad, which is why we wash our hands after we go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, anyway, I was about to say, if somebody, wanted me out of the picture, I wouldn't know who they were, and if they did, they would know they could quite literally just go to my home city and say, hey, we found this person, anybody want it? I've done nothing but write opera. Maybe if it's a person who hates opera, but I don't know why they'd kill me.
I see. I personally want to know. I don't remember anything before then waking up in that cave.
I think there's someone who doesn't like me. I don't remember.
Why
though.
would anybody not like you? You're so sweet.
I can think of
I
like
don't
100
know.
reasons right now.
Hey, quiet. It's a child.
I'm sure it as a child.
Does everybody see this on the counter?
See what?
Vladimir goes over and picks up a map that he sees.
No, I didn't see that.
What's this?
It appears to be a map of Korscient. A dotted line leading from the city of... So illegibly.
Just like me, for real, for real.
The city of Gretsch, leading off to the mountain range to an X. If you were to deduce that, would probably seem that they came from Gretsch and landed themselves here.
Interesting.
Does anyone know anything about the city of Gretsch?
Man, I don't
Nope.
even know where we are.
I played
I
there
often-
once in a bar, just as a stayover.
Dodd, would I have known? I mean, I've traveled a little bit and I've gone to school, so
Know that Gretsch, even though it is not the capital,
okay. So I would definitely know. Yeah.
Someone might be looking for me, but hopefully it's not them.
Yeah, but I'm not opposed to fighting our fighters right now, so we can just wait here, ask them the questions.
Why are we
Right.
fighting?
You never know. People want us to be hurt bad.
Oh. If we're waiting, can we play hide and seek?
Do they?
I mean, it seems like the same people. Well, like
Um,
I don't know much
Do you
about the
play chess?
cave-in.
I mean, cave-ins happen. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very old mine. Yes, it could have definitely been blasted for sure. That's a possibility, but it's an old ass cave. It could have just fell.
Yeah, but like the letter stated that they don't want us out of that cave.
That's true.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. These lookouts are shit. They're not even here.
Yeah. Do you think they headed back to Gretsch, or they're still around here, ready to?
Maybe they're
Ready to come
hunting
back
for
and-
food.
Maybe, probably so. I would assume they're still hunting and waiting. And if we got out, well, Vladimir thinks to himself, and Vladimir goes ahead and casts mage armor on himself right now.
fair and understandable. As you cast mage armor on, you all begin to smell smoke.
fire. Fire. I hate fire.
We need to get the hell out of here right now.
Yep, I second that opinion.
Yeah.
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 Two scurries out.
Where's
Is there any other entrances
Uh,
besides the front door that I see?
No.
Not even the windows.
I mean, technically, yes, the windows.
Oh, you can crash through a window. That sounds like fun.
I'm actually gonna do that.
Okay.
I will follow,
I
but
will-
careful. I will, but carefully.
Yeah, I'm going to summon my halberd and I will use it as a fucking ramming stick. No, is it a halberd? I don't remember. It was a glaive. Yeah, it was a glaive.
Okay, you summon your glaive and you smash out the window and jump out. All right. Great, perfect.
But I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I tell where the fire's coming from? Like where the smoke is coming from? Like based on the smell.
Roll perception.
Either I'm about to die or I was really smart. It's a
13.
So, Lyrith jumps through a window, breaking the glass with, and then following close behind, though carefully, Astaria exits through the same window. Vlad, I'm assuming you ran through the door, or did you also jump through the window?
I actually How far? How much of it has the fire spread at this point?
You never saw fire. You only smelt it. Smelts.
That's
Oh, could I,
Vlad
before
hasn't left.
coming out the window, could I make an intelligence check? Because I have
haven't-
prestidigitation, and I know that prestidigitation can do that, because I have the spell.
Oh wait, is it coming from the stove?
It is not coming from the stove.
I'm gonna be honest,
My
the
sweet
smoke set off a
young
fire.
too. It's in fact coming from outside.
Before I climb out the window, can I make an intelligence check to see if it is, prestidigitation? Because that's one of the effects. You can create an odor with prestidigitation.
Sure.
Would that be an arcana check?
Would be Arcana.
That is a 15.
It is not magical.
Oh, goodness. Then I will carefully climb out the window.
I can't wait for 3 people to be smoking a cigarette. And just see me crash to the window.
just smoking a dart.
Vlad is-
Two's gonna
Vlad is-
cannonball out the window.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
Sorry, Vlad. Go ahead.
God, if this was a combat encounter, I'm so sorry.
Vladimir sees everyone get out. He waits and he just says, "Do you see anything out there?"
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing. I think Sion's gonna stay by the window and summon Dark Mist as a cantrip, but stay inside this shed.
Understandable and fair.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is a huge fucking battle map.
Do I know which like specific direction or general direction that this where it's coming from?
That's an excellent question. And yes, but not because of your role, because as you bound through the window, you look up and see a man standing at a crudely made fire pit with a lit fire.
You broke a window for nothing.
Two just waves.
Vlad hears
Hi.
them say this. I assume.
I'm
Probably.
gonna
Mhm.
hold.
It's a guy with a fire pit.
I'm gonna hold my glaive like towards him, and I'm gonna just say, "State your name. Who are you? And where are the other 2?"
The man adorned in what looks like a military uniform of some sort, kind of stunned by while bashing through the window of the cabin here, kind of gets up to his feet and goes, I don't answer questions, but you all, well, 2 of you look kind of familiar. Been spelunking lately?
Which do you prefer,
When
losing a leg or an arm?
Nerith.
If you don't answer my questions.
You see his hands go down to his sides and grip the hilts of 2 swords. Says, "Is that really something you want to try?"
Excuse me. Hi.
The
Is
fuck are
this
you?
the dwarf we saw earlier?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm two.
Okay.
I'm two. You can't answer questions, but can you answer answers?
Listen, kid, I don't want to spill any more blood than I don't have to today. So how about you just go ahead and wander back in the fucking forest where you...
Okay.
Also, does your company have any idea how high my bride price is? I'm worth a lot more alive than I am dead.
Listen, lady, I don't give a shit. I just do what I'm told and I get paid.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna look. I'm gonna just mention
It's
to us there.
probably-
Well, he wants us dead.
About 1,000 times your salary.
The guy kind of like looks at you both and is just like, well, we all know what's got to happen now.
Oh, yes, we do. Could he? I would like to Sacred Flame before he can even pull out his swords.
Okay.
Dexterity
wanna
saving
do
throw.
something. I also want to do something afterwards.
Okay.
I don't know.
Dexterity
if there's an
saving throw.
I'm just listening from inside, so I don't know if there's an opportunity for me to pull out my Shadow Blade or not. You can roll that.
Oh,
if
that's
you
a
will.
6. That fails. Take my radiant damage, bitch.
Bitch.
That's 5 radiant damage. It just smacks him in the chest.
I want to do something a little goofy goober.
Goofy goober.
Two thinks
fuck
this
up
guy
for
is
fun.
mean. He's gonna run up and try and kick him into the fire.
Sure. You can certainly try to do that.
What am I rolling for
Certainly
that?
try.
So that would be a of
So, strength
So
check,
athletics.
yeah. I'll give it to
Yeah.
you for
Oh boy, here we go.
you determine.
Oh,
Let's go!
that works. Wow.
Oh my
Well, this is already off to a great start for me.
Let's go! Shu's gonna like run up and kick him, like his body basically becomes parallel to the ground as he does so. And then he's gonna fall right on his butt. But hey,
and
we did it.
take 4
Max.
max damage from fire.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Dodd, while this is happening, do I have the
Come here,
opportunity
please.
to summon Shadow Blade?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do I get a pot shot of Eldritch Blast at him?
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Can I?
Can I roll?
You know,
Can I roll with advantage because I'm in my mist?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
All right. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Only 5 damage.
You Eldritch Blast him. Fire, which luckily and unluckily for him hits, but as it hits him, puts out the fire. So a
God.
bittersweet victory. Yes, Lynn. What is it? What would you like
Okay,
to do?
would I be able to stab him?
Yeah, I mean you do have an extra 5
Yeah.
feet with your glaive, so
I forgot it's actually 6 damage. I get a plus 1 to force damage because of my birch focus.
perfect. Perfect.
There's a 13 hit
A
dot.
13. A 13 does not hit.
Okay, you're lucky now.
You go to hit him and miss, slamming into the rocks of the fire pit. Hit. With that being said, go ahead and roll initiative after you select your token on the map.
Woohoo!
3.
Let's
That's
fucking
a
go!
7.
I don't like this, Dodd. I don't like this. Why did they get 20 and I get 3?
I got an
I
18.
rolled a 20, but I can't select my token. 'cause
So,
it's
oh
not
yeah,
on
because.
me.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, because you put your tokens down on the map, and then I'll
I
add you
did
to your
roll a
natural
20.
20. Yeah, I
I
see it in
did
there. Natural 2022. I'll add you to
Actually
the
don't-
initiative.
Yeah. That would be,
Hey, Ron.
about
How
right
do you work
there.
my token, by the way?
and then I will go.
If you
ahead
go
and-
to the journal tab, you
Oof.
should be able to see your character, and left click, hold, and drag and drop.
Oh, there we go.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
I don't like I don't like that. I don't like that.
Jug.
We're fighting a jug.
I like the sound of that.
We're going for the jugular, guys.
Uh-oh. Why are there more initiative?
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. Don't worry
dude,
about it. Everything's fine. Everything's
Why are they all so high?
don't worry about it.
Yeah, why are they all so high? Yeah, Dodd. Why
Don't
are
worry
you
about Don't worry about it.
you fudging your rolls?
No, these are straight from.
Is how much did you pay roll
Technically, I
20?
don't think the DM can fudge their rolls if they're rolling from D&D Beyond.
No,
Okay.
that's a hacker.
It's weird pressing my number pad because I have it like set up for sound effects for battles, so I keep using the number pad instead of the. All right. Go ahead and put this and sort this by obviously first. And let me change the music. Theme to battle play. Perfect. The battle has started. You've all savagely attacked this singular soldier, threw him into fire, and caused him damage. And with that, the combat is initiated. Silent, after doing your Eldritch Blast and putting out the fire, but also harming your enemy, what do you do?
All right, I'm going to outstretch out my hand, and Vladimir sees this. There's going to be a black mark on my hand that expands, and I'll cast Hex on this bandit. Bonus action, Hex, 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 Hex. I'll cast Hex and follow it up with a Eldritch Blast.
Understandable.
I'm still in my mist. Do I still have advantage? I should, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right, rolling. Thank God for that. 11. Damn.
An 11 does not.
Unfortunate. That's my action. And my bonus actions. Like that hex. Ignore that hex roll, by the way. I just wanted to press cast. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Try as you may to hit with another Eldritch Blast. Not miss. Or you do miss. You do miss. Moving right along. Please.
Why'd you say that, Dot?
I don't like that. What if I just say no and they can't come?
Damn, you found their one weakness. Being told no.
Saying no.
Listen, they can't do this without consent.
I don't think they wanted. They didn't get our consent to kill us. I forgot about that fucking oblong heart. It's a hexagon, not an octagon. Why do we keep saying octagon?
You going to okay. Pull out my handy dandy ruler. Okay. Okay. Tell me.
No,
Tell me.
I don't like that.
Does a
No,
20
never mind.
hit Daria?
What do you... I
Of
thought it was
course,
gonna hit
it's
me.
a start. She only gets a 13 PC.
Oh,
That's a total of 7.
Oh my God.
That hurt. Ow. Do I have any reaction to getting hit? I might. I don't. Never mind. I haven't taken that feat that I wanted to take yet. Never mind.
Remember that forward now. You got to take that feat whenever you can.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Basically, it's the warlock whatchamacallit feat where I can get hellish rebuke, and that would mean I could hellish rebuke him
Yeah.
for hitting me.
That would come in handy.
Yeah.
Okay. The soldier that you originally all attacked stands up, draws his blades, and he's going to try to fuck Lyrith's days up.
I'd love to see him try.
Me too. Excited. 15.
No. No. Almost.
Perfect. Excellent. He swings wildly, upset, and misses. 2.
Okay, I have a question.
I have an ant.
Did I see the general direction of where Star was hit from?
What's your passive?
14.
Yeah. It came from somewhere in that direction.
That direction. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'm gonna move right there. Right there. Let's see. What spell do I have? What beautiful little spell do I have? I may regret this, but I'm gonna Chaos Bolt in that general direction.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'll get disadvantage since I don't know where he is.
Yes.
That's fine with me. 16 to hit.
$16 does hit.
Awesome. And now for damage dice. Now I can pick between cold or poison. I'm gonna do cold damage.
Okay.
Do I have to do Wild Magic Surge? Just curious. 'Cause
You
I did cast a spell.
that's a first level spell, right?
Yes, it is.
Roll D20 for me.
A D20. Oh boy. D20.
And you would roll a 1. Yes, matter of fact, roll a D100 for me, please. The one thing you didn't want to roll for this not to happen, you rolled it. A 5.
Are you gonna turn into a frog?
Holy shit.
Does he get turned into a
What I
rat
do?
now?
What do happen?
No. You holy fucking shit. You cast Magic Missile at a 5th level spell slot.
Ooh, damn!
Nice.
So go ahead and roll that damage for me.
And that doesn't
God,
miss.
I don't. What damage dice is that? D4, right?
It's an auto hit. It's 3, 4, 5,
1d4, 1d4 plus 1. And you
1d4
hit, and you throw.
It's an automatic hit.
7 times.
Automatic
So
hit.
how,
Yep.
how many do I roll?
First level, second
Seven?
level, third level,
I think it's
fourth level,
7.
fifth level. Yeah, 7d4 plus 7.
Jesus Christ.
Per missile.
70.
Plus 7 per missile, or no? I can't remember.
It's plus 1
It's
per
plus
missile.
7. No, it's plus
But-
1 per missile. So
That's
altogether,
20
it's
yeah.
7d4 plus 7.
21 plus 7. So,
So 28.
28.
Wow.
Wow.
This
Man,
little,
not a single one in there.
this little child is insane.
Okay, I need to do some
Poor.
That's what he gets for shooting the person that was nice to 2.
Okay,
Oh,
so
snaps for 2. We love 2.
given the fact that you weren't actually aiming at something in particular, the magic missiles slam into whatever this was, obliterating it. However, 2 are left over, and they whip around just by pure happenstance and slam into another character that you haven't really seen yet. So that would be...
Do I know where it is now? Do I know where this character is now?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Show me. Let me see.
He's over here, this person. Slams into...
Oh my god. Two will just point it out over there. Over there.
Wild stuff.
Wild magic.
Yeah.
Wild stuff. I'm gonna for my turn, I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Understandable.
It's second level because I can. That's 7 more. Take away that spell slot. And as my bonus action, 2, you now have Bardic Inspiration.
Perfect.
Thank you, thank you.
Uh,
No
Ed-
problem. You killed the guy who wanted to kill her. So yeah, you get Bardic Inspiration.
Let's go.
anything else on your turn?
That is all I can do. That's my action, my bonus action.
All right. Vlad.
Based on all these hits that I see around, do I say, who do I see after all this wild shit happens?
I would say, based off of combat noise, you heard 2 explosions on this side, and you know that there's a person there because you can see them through the doorway/window.
Okay. I think this round I'm going to go ahead and instead of worrying about the little guys, I'm gonna see this guy out here next to the campfire and say, run up here and say fuck you in your ambush, and come out here with a bonus action to Blade Song, and I will swing with my Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Let's see here. So I actually think I created a. Gonna shield that. Okay. Of course he would. Why would he not? I don't understand.
Hey, you never
why
know.
he-
You could beat the AC. What? Let's see what you're on.
let's-
What happened?
Yeah, let's see here. Trying to grab that. Of course it's not. Okay. No, that's not that. Come on. All right, I forgot. I have to pull it from the Yep, I have to pull it from here. There you go. There's my attack.
That hits. Even with
That
shields,
hits.
that hits. Yeah.
All right. And I will make to roll this here. There you go, and there's my damage. Plus would be 3. So 13 total.
Doesn't matter. You kill him.
Oh, wow.
Describe your kill to me.
He sees me kick the door back open and run through right out of this cabin, and you see Vladimir say fuck you in your ambush, and I literally run, and I'm gonna take, since I do have the movement speed, I'm gonna run past him in my turn here, and I just literally like ran past him with the sword and lopped his head off.
Fair and understandable. Leave his head clean off as it hits the ground. His body takes a moment before collapsing.
Okay, and I look at the rest of them and I say, come at us.
Understandable. Lyrith, you just watched someone get decapitated.
Cool.
I imagine you kind of do a half smirk and just go like...
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. a little sad. He was meant to be mine, but like, good job, lad. Good job. Are we sure the person here is dead?
The one without the head. Or the
No,
one,
not
the
that
one in...
one.
The one I
And
killed.
the one in the bush.
You can't confirm nor deny that. However, that was a shit ton of damage.
I'm going to assume he's dead because I'm going to pretend I heard a thud.
You saw a
I
pink
look-
mist emanate from the woods after the
Okay.
magic mist.
I look towards the stereo and I'll just say, get in cover and patch yourself up. And then I can see this guy, right?
Yeah.
Guess wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move here. I will bonus action cast Hex. Actually, I'll cast Hexblade first, which and then I will main action Eldritch Blast. Does an 8 hit?
An 8 not hit, believe it or not.
Damn. That is my turn.
Perfect. Xylan.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I would say. My hex is probably too far to actually change this target, is it? 45 feet. Is it 30 feet from? Oh, it's too far anyways. Okay. I'll just blast. You know? If it just keep blasting.
Sure.
With a 13 to hit?
13 will not hit.
The dice do not love me today after that initiative roll. That's all I got. That's all I got.
All right. This guy's turn. He's going. He's stuffing thing. Going to. $15. Going to charge at you. Do some other thing. That would be good. Yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna swing at you, and then he's gonna swing at you again. Action surge, because I know a 9 does not hit. Bet a 15 doesn't either.
It doesn't.
Swings and clambers off. Screams in your face in a berserker rage.
I smirk at him and just say, "Try again."
2.
All right. Let's see. How far away are you from me, little guy? How far away? Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
1 cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10. Let's see, what else can I do? I'm curious. Yep, that's gonna be it.
Understandable. Astaria.
Is he wearing metal armor?
For a matter of fact, he is, yes.
I would like to cast heat metal on him.
Of course.
On his armor specifically. That means he automatically takes 2d8 fire damage. He only takes 4, but he also needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Mm-hmm. $13 meets my DC. Yeah. His armor is still hot though.
Anything else?
Toyu bonus action. Has anybody been hit as bad as me? I don't think so.
I think you're the only one that's been hit this entire time.
You know what? He seems like a guy that doesn't have ranged. I would like to use one of my Starlight Steps to get on top of the house.
Sure.
And for those watching who don't know the Astral Elf stuff, it's an innate racial ability that allows me to teleport 30 feet at will. So I'm going to teleport here on top of the house.
Excellent. Excellent. Glad.
I see this guy up here to my northwest, I would say. Do I still see anyone else on the battlefield currently?
No.
No. Okay. Then I'm going to run up to him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Do I get advantage on this since I'm flanking him?
You sure do.
Okay. Excellent. Awesome. I'm going to swing with my Shadow Blade here. It's going to come up as a short sword, but I'm just rolling with it. That's a probable... Oh, I get to with advantage, so here's another one. Not much better.
11 does not hit.
Okay. Alright. Both those rolls will be the same. I do the same thing. Alright, and then I'm going to bonus action with my short sword.
A 22 does hit.
Okay, I will roll again for the potential crit since I have advantage. I'll keep that 22. And I will roll my offhand short sword for, why does it say 12? That is not right, so give me a second. The d6. I do 4 damage.
Perfect. You smack him. Deal a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Turns his head and looks at you. Snarls through his headgear.
And that is the end of my turn.
Lyrith.
I would like to bonus action hex him. And I'm gonna say, dexterity checks would be the wisest. Yeah, I'll say dex checks.
Sure.
Actually, no, I'll say wisdom checks.
Sure.
And then I would like to bonk him with my glaive.
Sure.
Hopefully, that's with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Thank God.
20
This is
hits.
a 20 hit. +2, and also hex.
Describe your kill to me.
As Vlad kind of flanks this guy and he takes his eyes away from me, I would like to immediately just take my opportunity to kind of like stab him in his like neck, and then just leave the glaive in him while he flops over.
Understandable. Congratulations. You've defeated your enemies.
Hooray!
Stu starts
Vlad-
bouncing around celebrating.
Vlad flips his sword facing down and then takes up a fist up to Lyrith for a fist bump. I say
There's
great
something
kill.
new. She looks like at your face like thank you, and then she'll awkwardly fist bump it.
Would have been way funnier if you took it.
Hand on fist, like, okay.
She was thinking like what to do, but she was like, fist. I was very much tempted to grab it and just shake it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and check out this body down. I'll go to my kill and back over to this guy, and Lyrith will probably loot the other one. He got that kill, and I'm not gonna take it. So
I want to see where the corpse is over here.
I'm really curious about what's in the woods. Yeah, I'm gonna loot this guy's body here.
What do I find?
Sure.
So I'm just gonna very sheepishly look at Star and say, I usually hit most of my shots. I swear.
It's okay. Don't feel
bad
shame.
day. That bad day.
Yes. Sometimes a little bit of good music can make me feel better. And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation, and it's going to be a piece of one of Star's symphonic masterpieces that is played by Elvish orchestras across the world. And it's just going to be this beautiful rolling symphony of strings and woodwinds, a little bit of brass, a little bit of percussion, but mostly strings and woodwinds.
It's quite nice. Sorry, I need to get my cat.
Understand.
Uh,
Lad, on this person's person, they are wearing hide armor and have 2 shorts.
I will. These short swords, are they just plain? Nothing special about
Regular,
them?
degular short sword. They're kind of curved. They look like kukris. But
I will pick up one of the short swords and actually put that in my pack. Since he had 2 of those, just in case I'm in a situation where I can't summon Shadowblade. And then what was the other thing you said he had? Hide armor?
yes, hide armor.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably leave that on him.
Wait, you're leaving that? Can I wear that?
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot. Or 5'10"? I forget.
Yeah, I don't have
let me pull
proficiency
up.
in medium, so.
Would it fit?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty damn close. The sleeves and the pant legs might not be as similar.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, you gain some hide armor. Lyrith, assuming you're raiding the jug,
Yep.
they are wearing plate armor
Wow.
and a regular degular great sword.
I pick it up, look at it, chuck it aside. It's boring.
As for 2, you find a pile of pink flesh material. Around it is, I guess that would be destroyed. So you find what remains of a short bow, what remains of some leather armor, a dagger, and a longbow.
I'll take the longbow. Actually, you know what? I'll take everything. I don't care if it's damaged. I'll
So
figure
you
out a
take
way
the
to do
you
something
take
with
the
it.
broken leather armor, the broken short bow, the good longbow, and the good dagger.
Yes.
Excellent.
Wait,
I
by
am
the way,
nothing if not a loot goblin.
did you throw away the plate mail? Right?
Yeah, Vlad's gonna. If no one's taking the plate mail, Vlad knows that shit's not cheap. So he's gonna.
That's real expensive to live.
Yeah, he's gonna go grab that and put it in his pack if no one's stopping him.
All of you to assume Lillard knows what money is.
I'm just gonna
you
give
know,
Vlad a look like, we'll split it there. Yeah.
And
uh-huh.
and Vlad looks back and yeah, like thought that you were assuming that I'm just a selfish prick. I'm not hoarding it. We won this battle. I didn't win this battle.
I did nothing
have
but
trust
get
issues.
hurt.
That's
And
still
thus you-
contributing.
And Vlad speaks up and says, "And thus drawed fire. You helped."
2 walks over
Star
with
just
a bunch
opens
of
her
damage
arms,
stuff.
and a little bit of sky blue blood is like running down her shoulder onto the armor on her chest, and she's just like gesturing at it, like.
Do you look? How bad do you look? Do you look pretty rough or?
Let's just say if Star had 24 jelly beans at the beginning of the day, she now has 14.
All right.
2 just drops all the broken stuff in front of himself. Look what I found!
Oh, hello. Oh my.
What do I do with it?
Vlad looks over at you, and I conjure this 10-foot square aura of divine healing right around you. And it's very magical and beautiful looking. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 4.
I would like to say that on the armors that you've collected, put on, or wearing, or keeping for later, this symbol.
Interesting. And you take 12.
What's the
health back.
language on this side?
Elven.
Oh, I speak Elven. I'm an elf.
So do I.
It's the
Yeah.
same as the common on.
Just enforcer.
Enforcer.
I like,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
enforcer.
I imagine it will be at a disadvantage, I guess, for me. But can I roll history to see if I can remember something about it? Oh god. 7.
Nope.
I'll roll a history on this. 15.
You know that that insignia is usually on the. They call them private law enforcement, but really it's just a paramilitary organization, the Black Hearts Resource Company. Any upset workers are encouraged to not be upset, and also deal with any problems with politicians or unions that may arise with any of their mines or milling.
I think we should put these bodies in this cabin and burn it down.
Why are we burning it?
I don't think this company that they came from, the enforcers themselves, I have a strong feeling if the rest of their affiliation found out we killed these soldiers, probably wouldn't go very well for us if that came back to us.
As Vladimir's speaking, I'm gonna walk over to this guy and I'm gonna pull out my knife and I'm just gonna start butchering him like a deer, like cutting off his limbs and opening up his chest, pulling out the offal and like making sure to get him into like perfectly sized pieces. Leave them for the animals like this. They'll never find the body.
I look
Jesus Christ.
I look over at Star after healing her and I say, "I see you're feeling better."
Oh, much better. Thank you.
I'm like watching Star do all this. I'm like, you know, from the place I come from, I think you would fit really well.
Oh, I only learned this after I accidentally killed somebody, and well, I've gone hunting for deer before, and this is how we usually dispose of deer with parasites.
I'm just gonna back away from both of these people because clearly they're a different type of person.
Why would you kill a deer? They're so nice. They're
Because
very
they're
loving
hungry.
and caring.
You have
Yes,
to eat.
they tend to be. However, I come from a place where we eat meat. So, in order to obtain meat, we have to kill living things. However, if the living things aren't attacking us, we always thank them for the sacrifice they made to the astral plane.
Oh, I just wait till things die and then eat them.
Oh, honey, that's not a good idea. You
That's
could
not
get
a
sick.
good
You could
idea.
get really, really sick.
I've never
I don't
gotten
want
sick
you to get
before.
sick.
My
think we
immune
can all-
system's very good.
Moon.
Oh, you have a very good immune system. Okay, does anybody want a demonstration how to do this to another body, or are we just going to leave the other?
Vlad was just watching you, and
I wanna
he
see- I
looks
wanna-
down at the soldier below him and just does what you just did.
I want to
was-
see. Feed me.
Make sure to
Yeah.
get the liver and the kidneys out first. They're some of the most soft offal, which means it'll track carrion much more easily.
All right.
Two's gonna
Oh,
whisper to Vlad and say, "What's a liver?"
It's the big red thing.
Inside of a body that's pretty big.
Okay, he's gonna try and do it, but very badly.
Star will help him.
Perfect. Star, as you walk up with your young friend, where he found trinkets, as you walk up to a pile of pink viscera and tissue and organs that splat about.
He's just
We don't
stabbing
need to dissect
organs.
this one at all. He's
He's
already
just stabbing
been
organs
dissected.
now.
Honey,
Like this.
let me show you, not really, sweetheart. Let's come look at the body that I dissected so that you can see how to do it yourself.
Okay.
And she's going to come over to the body she dissected, and she's going to point out where the joints are.
Oh god.
So you need to cut where the joints are, because that's where the most like hard parts to get at are. So if you dispose of it whole, those hard parts to get at won't decompose quick enough. But if you cut them apart, they decompose easier.
You just spoke a lot of big words to two, and he just responds by stabbing the guy's foot.
No, sweetheart. But it's
Vlad
okay.
Vlad walked over to the woods and just yells, "Yeah, I think this looks more like they swallowed dynamite."
That was me.
And you did very, very good too. Very good.
Vlad summons Moonlight and just has Moonlight go fly over to Two's shoulder, and he says, "Two, you did a great job."
Two is so excited that the owl is on his shoulder that he just squeals and it goes so high that it's just not heard anymore.
Someone's excited. Now, Sweetling, would you like to stay with us while we adventure?
Yes, please.
What's everybody's passive perception, real quick?
Oh no, 11.
14.
Also 11.
13.
I have the highest passive perception. Interesting.
Very interesting. So I guess, Two, you would notice that.
Yes.
There, as you're all kind of congregated around various different things, you look over and you see, kind of walking into the clearing, a lady, the red fox at her side, kind of walks into the clearing, sees you all, kind of like just stares, dumbfounded for a moment, like frozen, before just going, I didn't see anything. This isn't my business.
Stranger danger!
Oh, don't worry, darling. It was self-defense. We're just making sure the nice vultures get fed now.
I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't... I'm gonna, like, look at the body that they've butchered. It doesn't look favorable in our, towards us.
Are you the owner of this cabin?
Me? No. I was... doesn't matter what I was doing. And I don't want to know what you were doing. Are those men from the Black Heart's resources?
No, they were piles of offal.
Piles of...
Dot, I have a question.
Okay.
Have you seen that one meme of the soldier running towards the kids in the desert on all fours?
Yes.
That's what Two does to this woman. Gets
Okay.
right over here. And just starts waving.
As you do this, you notice the fox at her feet kind of like rushes around in front of her and tries to get as big as possible.
Can I pet it? I want to pet it.
Roll animal handling, I guess.
18.
You go to pet it, and the fox kind of like brings down its head and like snarls, but then like kind of like looks you directly in the eye for a few brief seconds and relaxes. Pet him.
He's happy. He's very happy.
The woman kind of like tilts her head and looks at you and says, "Huh. Usually Kilala doesn't like people."
Oh, I like animals. Animals are my best friend.
I can see that. Well, again, it's none of my business, and I really don't want to know. But, if those were from Black Art Resources, just know I wouldn't care, honestly. They can burn in hell for all I care.
I think. Did Vlad say to us that they're from Blackheart?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they are. They kind of, I guess, wanted us dead.
One of their hit squads. Unfortunate, but, you know, they chose what side they were on.
Vlad keeps his distance, but comes up to right about here. Didn't want to spook your fox, so I don't want to come too close. Animals aren't always the friendliest to me, at least the ones that don't know me. You wouldn't happen to know where their main encampment is out here, would you?
Out here, no. They kind of wander around, mainly stay by the mines and mills. If they were here, they were probably looking for someone.
Yeah, well, I think they found what they were looking for.
If what they were looking for was a swift end, then yes.
Vlad nods and, like, glad that she picked up on my my joke.
You all traveling together? All, with the resistance or something?
Well, I don't know about them, but for me, I don't remember much besides waking up during a cave-in, or I guess the aftermath of a cave-in, and that's where I met these three. That one we met earlier today.
She looks down and to just giving Kilala belly rubs, and Fox is just sitting there making, like, you know, fox noises, like little yelps and odd sounds that fox make. And she's just kind of like wide-eyed, like, I've never okay, you clearly get along with Kilala, which is very strange. I don't know how or why, but she seems to have taken a liking to you.
Because animals are my best friends. And I grew up with them.
I can tell, no offense, that you've spent a long time in the forest. I mean that
Yeah, more than
is
2
with
winters.
no offense at all. Really.
More than 2 winters. Yes. I don't know how many. But more than 2.
Right. Well, I don't know where you're all headed, but if it's away from here, I would suggest moving southwest, probably to Gretsch. Probably your best bet to be able to try to, she again looks down at to blend in to the best of your abilities.
Hi.
We
My name's
appreciate the
2.
directions.
What's your name?
She just kind of like half smiles and like gets down on your level, like kneeling, and says, "It's nice to meet you too. My name is Riva."
Hi, Riva.
Oh, you have a lovely name. Riva.
Thank you.
She thinks for a moment. She thinks for a moment and then hums a little melody to herself and like pulls out a paper and writes it down.
Are you from Grudge? I'll ask Riva.
Me, heavens, no. No, I'm from, well, it's no longer around, but my tribe lived around these parts.
Around these parts, and what happened to your tribe?
She looks at you and kind of tilts her head and just broadly gestures to the dead men around you.
They were killed by these men?
They'd like to say it as a relocation, but more or less.
They were relocated by me.
These forests were once our ancestral grounds. Given the boom of technology and the expansion and the necessary materials needed, they deemed that the lands of which we had lived our entire lives was worth more to them for the resources than it was to us for our cultural significance.
That's not nice.
It isn't.
How long has it been since you were forced to move off your land?
Nearly 40 years?
That's bullshit.
You're telling me, my friend. I was there for it, though I was young at the time.
She was gonna hop over to Vlad and just whisper, "Is 40 a big number?"
Vlad looks
It's,
down and says, many, many winters.
Oh, okay.
Exactly 20 times more winters than you've experienced since your mother.
Oh. I think I said more than 2. It could be more.
It's true, you did say that.
Can we get this land back for you?
Wishful thinking, young too, but I don't think that's going to be readily easy. Any mean.
Yeah, huh?
He just kind of pats the top of your.
I can do it because I'm friends with all the animals and they'll help me out.
She kind of like keeps her hand on your head for a moment, and he leans down again and looks you in your eyes through your mask, and she says, "I can tell you are, but I'm not sure if it's like me. You have a weird thing about you, you know that, right?"
Mm-hmm. Mother told me that.
I would like to say that now that you've kind of talked to her and have been looking at her for a while, you can safely deduce that she is a wood elf.
Interesting. Very nice.
Well, I suppose we should get a move on.
Probably be a good idea.
Vladimir looks up. Oh, what time of day is this? Little afternoon, I suppose. Gonna make any time by nightfall heading southwest. We should probably get a move on.
Astaria,
go!
are you still injured?
Well, yes, but it's fine.
Riva will walk up to you with Kilala. See that you are injured. And cast a spell and see green radiant energy kind of come out of her hands as your wounds completely heal.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Couldn't leave you out here hurt. surely wouldn't help out the rest of your friends.
That much is fair. Would you mind if I used your name in a piece of my art?
She kind of like gets a little wide-eyed and like blushes a little, like, what?
Oh, Astaria starts blushing too, and she's tripping over her words. Well, I write music, and well, she reaches a hand up and just like rubs her neck a little and says, "Well, I write operas, and your name has a beautiful tone to it. It would make for a lovely protagonist."
Her whole face is like turning very red, like rub. Yeah. If you're so inclined, yes. Please, yeah. Go. Sure.
I'm glad. It's one of my favorite things to do when I meet people with beautiful names or names I've never heard before is to add them to my art.
Surely. Of course. Yes. Well, I'm also heading in that direction, so I'd be more than willing to accompany you all through the forest. She just kind of like steps away, kind of flustered. Yes, to Gretch, right? Yes.
If
Yes.
you're going that way, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Let's go! Woohoo!
That one's
Yeah.
going to get us all killed, I'm sure.
I'm
Most
so glad
likely.
you're thinking the same thing as me.
I look over and say, may get us in trouble, but that little one's a force to be reckoned with.
While traveling, can you tell us about the resistance you mentioned?
Certainly.
Is it against the Blackheart Company?
Oh, there's pockets of resistance everywhere. But primarily, yes, against the Black Hearts. They how do I put this? Pieces of shit.
Oh,
Is that what they would
I-
say? Is that the correct nomenclature for them?
Yes.
your comment is quite good. Simon's gonna say, like, faintly.
Vladimir distantly chuckles.
I've spent a lot of time in the cities as our lands were taken. It didn't want to be where they said we could live, so I decided to roam out, and occasionally I come back up here.
What exactly did they take, or did they want your land for? Like, what did they take from it?
Timber, precious metals, anything that glistens and gleams. Burned.
After 40 years, is there much of that left here?
As far as trees, yes, but only because of these sections being very. What's the word? Spiritual. Not in the sense of. Things tend to happen here that don't have a hard scientific proof behind them. So they tend to stick away from most of these areas and just stick to where the trees grow big and where they can find, precious metals or even oil in some places.
Vladimir
see.
hears this. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I see.
Vladimir hears this and he is just, may all know, may not, but is obsessed with learning and inquires more about the nature of this area in the woods and says, "What do you mean?"
Well, when we first came here, eons feels there was a weird of energy about the lands that gave us the ability to live here and be prosperous as our nation once was. And it seemed that the spirits of our ancestors still roam about throughout these.
Interesting. Thank you for the knowledge.
I'm gonna get it back for you. I'm gonna get this whole land back for you. I'll
Sure
pay
you
your
are.
people for it.
Sure you are. I believe in you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Forgot this is us in dark vision on this map.
Yeah.
Excellent. You all, plus Riva, begin walking through the guided by the map.
Yeah.
Begin to south to Gretsch. And after about 4 hours, around 4 p.m., you arrive in the city, Gretsch, the largest city, all of Korscient. Though it's not the capital, it's just the one that seems to be booming. Welcome.
We were way closer than I thought we were here.
When you said biggest, I was expecting a big city, but not that big.
Yes, it is the largest city in the game and the world.
It is quite large.
Known for its bustling merchant districts throughout Four Groves and Breakridge. Art and a couple of guilds being here. There is some farming areas to the south in Southtown, and there is plenty to do, plenty to see, and plenty to experience with a very large city.
If we ever pass by a theater, Star is probably going to see if one of her symphonies or one of her operas is playing.
You all enter in through here.
Mm-hmm.
Question: how busy / noisy is this town? I guess city.
Incredibly.
Whoever is in front of Lit, she is hiding behind them. The confidence that she once had is now just gone.
2 collapses on the floor, and he's just like, "My feet hurt. I want to take a nap."
Vladimir looks down to 2. There's all sorts of places here for us to take a nap, I'm sure. Just a little further. We'll make sure you get some rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Vladimir and say, "Do you have coin for an inn?"
Few. Vlad is not one to say, "This is how much coin I have," but I think I could
Indeed
cover
have
us.
some money.
Yes.
What's money?
It's what
I
we're gonna
have
need to
some
get get an inn.
She pulls out 5 pieces of gold.
I have this.
Yeah, that's what you need. That's great.
That's a lot of money.
We also need to, maybe before we nap, so I don't lug this around any longer, I'd love to get to an armorer and or a blacksmith and get rid of this plate or half plate, whatever's this heavy shit on my back.
If you want, I can carry it for you.
I'm fine.
If you insist.
Just saying
Are
we need
you
to get it
okay?
sold.
You sound different.
I don't like noise too much.
Mm.
Oh,
Because
me
I
too.
don't like people speaking, a lot of people speaking that.
Mm,
I agree.
I understand. We'll find someplace quiet. I too like my solitude.
Okay. You all enter into Breakridge as you get further and further into. It's still just as busy. You do stumble across a blacksmith.
Excellent. And then Vladimir just stops and realizes, though he's pretty good at understanding how expensive things are, sales are not his forte. Who all is really good at bartering? He just looks at you all.
I'm fair at it.
Anyone else?
What's bartering?
That's what you do when you
I
trade
just
something.
usually pay the listed price.
Well, we're not paying, we're giving. So,
Rich people be like.
we're trading. So, no one else? Someone good at ever done some sales or have purchased things and been able to barter some prices down before?
I'm good at it. I'm quite good.
Okay.
Don't you want to barter up if you're selling?
Yes. All right, so I guess
Yes,
I'm the one lugging this plate to this blacksmith.
If that's what's going on, yeah.
All right. I guess I'll approach this blacksmith and ask, "Hello, sir. I have some fine plate mail here, mint condition. How much can I ask? How much are you willing to pay for it?"
Mint condition.
The smith kind of looks up at you from his work and says, "Plate? What?" And he looks at it, and he goes, "Where'd you get this?"
It was actually from an old friend. It was a family heirloom, which is it might look a little used, but it was actually a very high quality back in the day.
He kind of like grabs his beard and strokes it. He says, "Throw it down on the table."
All right, I'll throw it down on the table.
And he begins to look it over, and he notices the symbol on it. He goes, "Old, huh? Family heirloom?"
Yeah, I think my friend used to work for some company.
Yeah, Blackheart Resources. Symbol's right there.
That sounds like the one. That sounds like the one.
Yeah. Luckily for you, I can still use this, and I'm not in the habit of asking questions.
I appreciate your discretion.
So I'll tell you what. Looks to be in decent shape, a little bit warped. Looks like it was in a fire, maybe. I can still usable. Tell you what, I'll give you 50 gold for it.
50 gold plate? For plate, sir?
It's been on fire. It's obviously stolen. It's still got the insignia on it. I'd have to unengrave that. I'd have to work the metal, and then I'd have to repaint it and change up the style a little bit, add more metal to it, maybe some leather strapping, some chainmail underneath it to kind of give it a different look, because if I try to sell it as is, I'm going to jail.
You could smelt it down for raw steel and sell it for more than 50 gold.
I don't need raw steel, though. You know how hard it is to make plate mail? This
Yeah,
is
I'm
already
just saying
plate.
that
I
you-
just got to change it.
I'm just saying that melting it down and you're selling the raw steel, I could sell it for more than 50. Why would I sell it to you for 50?
Yeah, then go melt it down. You can roll persuasion if you.
All right, I'll roll a persuasion. 15?
Ooh.
He says,
Good.
"Make me an offer then."
150.
Vlad just.
He was offering 50. He was offering 50. I'm pretty sure it plays like over 1,000 gold, but he's offering 50.
Vladimir literally walks up and what he means to say is 1,000. I think that's fair.
1,000? You out of your
1,000.
fucking mind?
Sure.
Maybe if it wasn't stolen and half melted, yeah.
Okay. So we understand and things are out in the air. How much work? You're gonna sell this for 1,500 when it's all said and done. I know that. I'm aware of that. Okay, so we can cut through the shit. How much work? You want to get your margin. I understand how those things work. I'm not a talker. I'm not good at talking with people. It's whatever. So I'm not gonna talk to you and sound very charismatic when I say it, but you're gonna get your piece out of it, and you know you will. So say 500. And you're gonna sell it for 3 times that when the time comes. I think that's a fair offer.
Roll persuasion at advantage. Violinist.
Okay. All right. $19.
He looks at you and looks at Silent and says, "Fine, 500." He extends
Deal.
his hand out.
Vlad shakes it.
Then goes up underneath his workstation, out a chest, struggles, lifts it up, plops it on the table, opens it up, and begins counting out 500 gold pieces.
Excellent. And when he's done counting,
I'm gonna
Vlad. No, yeah.
I was gonna say that's a lot of gold.
Yeah. Vlad looks over and imagine he's doing this and stacks 100. So Vlad takes his 100. He looks at the team and just nods down at it and walks away.
All right, 100 each, everyone.
100 each.
100 each.
2 doesn't even know what to do with that kind of money.
It's more than Vlad's ever had in his life.
I want to imagine 2 watching this whole exchange now wants to go in and try and sell his dagger that he just stole.
500 for a dagger.
Is that
How
how
walk,
how does this work?
right inside this little 5-foot child and plop a dagger right on top of the thing. Hi.
Wait, what?
2's gonna just walk in and plop the dagger that he took from the pile and just slam it right onto the thing and say hi.
What, do you want to sell that?
Yeah. 500 gold.
He looks at you, deadpan, just goes, "No."
Why not?
Because it's maybe worth 1, maybe 50 silver.
No, 500.
No.
Why not? You're mean.
I'll tell you what, I got a deal for you. See, you seem like you got a good head on your shoulders, all right? I'll take the dagger, right?
Right.
And then I'll give you this, and he slides a wood token across the table, and we'll call it even.
What's it do?
It's magic.
What kind of magic?
Oh, I can't tell you, because if you knew, you'd get all that power in your head, you know? And I don't want you to think, walking around, all big-headed. You gotta stay level, you know?
Is Silent around to hear this?
Probably.
I'm just gonna start dragging 2 back. I'm like saying he's full of shit too. He's full of big poo poo. big poo poo.
Wait. You say it's magic.
Oh yeah, big time.
Can I eat it?
Yeah, that's how you activate it. Believe it or not.
Vlad walked
No.
away. Is he far enough not to hear this conversation, or
Probably, yeah.
that's fair? Okay.
No, I don't want wooden token. I don't care if it's magical. I want money. I want money. 500.
I'll give you 50 silver.
Is that a lot?
Probably not enough. He's kind of an asshole. Ask for 10 gold. Actually, no, ask for 20 gold. Ask for 500 gold.
Can I have 10 gold?
Dude, I'm selling this dagger. He points to a dagger on the wall that looks almost identical. He says, I'm selling this for 2 gold.
Yeah, but this one's cooler because I held it.
Were you some kind of fucking folk hero?
I don't know what that is. I'm 2.
Hell.
Excuse me. If I may Is there a tattooist near here?
Do I look like a fucking infographic? Do I look like a what do you call them? The little folded things you get at the fucking kiosk, the travel kiosk?
You look like a
Oh, a brochure. No, you don't look like a brochure. The only reason I'm asking you is because you seem to have a good head on your shoulders. And you probably know where the accomplished artists are in comparison to the shoddy ones, you know? And she rolls up her sleeves, too. This is the first time you've seen Star's ink. Her arms are tatted up all the way to her shoulders. And
Whoa.
they glow. They're very pretty. They glow like the Aurora Borealis. Looking to get another one.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. I see you like ink too. I got some ink too. I got this wicked one of a Tarrasque giving it to an ogre. He goes to pull up his shirt.
Oh.
I think at this point, Vlad is wondering why everyone's taking so goddamn long. He does finally walk back.
So
You
while
walk
the
back.
shopkeeper
You
while
walk
I
it's
back.
want
distracted, can I
10
cast
gold.
another illusion on 2's dagger to make it look a little bit more ornate? Fancy?
Sure. Vlad, as you walk in, this man is pulling up his shirt, and on his stomach, he has a tattoo of a Tarrasque violating an.
Dude doesn't
my
understand what that is.
my hands are like covering my eyes.
Vlad just says that is horrible and awesome at the same time.
You get it. He puts down his shirt. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for, I mean, I guess, I don't know. You try, like, clay downs? Maybe?
I'll see if they have infusions. If they don't have infusions, I'll go somewhere else. And she gestures at the one that is beautiful feathers of all different kinds of birds, all in the same glowy kind of pattern. This one's Featherfall. And then she gestures at the other arm where it's all these medicinal herbs that make up her entire sleeve. And this one is Healing Word.
Oh, it's nice. All mine does is make women not want to sleep with me.
Have you ever thought about getting it covered up?
It's more cost than it's worth. Plus, I've been married for 35 years.
Ah,
Wow.
that's fair.
I was gonna say you're sleeping with the wrong women.
Trust me, I've tried. They don't. They don't want to. Not even the wife. Hey, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, kid, 50 silver for the fucking dagger. That's as high as I'm going.
Why don't you take
Can
another
I-
look at the dagger? I think it's actually quite expensive. Quite different from the one you have on the wall.
What's the
DC 13. It's DC 13.
$10 gold.
Listen, I'll give you 1 gold for it.
50
25.
silver's more.
50 silver's more than 1 gold.
50 silver's more than 1 gold.
He
Get the
knows.
50 silver if he's offering a gold.
Vladimir speaks up and says, "This guy's done us a favor from earlier. To take the money. Let's get out of here. We're
10
Like
gold.
50 silver.
10 gold.
I want 10 gold. Fine.
I'll tell you what. I'll
Give
give
me
you
the-
100 copper.
Can I have the silver? The silver sounds cooler.
The
100 silver.
silver will do.
100 silver.
Not 100 silver, darling. 50. 50 silver is what he's offering.
They're beautiful.
But
They're
he
very
said
pretty.
100.
I'll tell you what.
I'll
I'll give you 1,000 pebbles.
Oh, that's a lot of pebbles.
No, you don't want the pebbles, dear. You don't want the pebbles.
But I can throw them at people.
Yeah.
Well,
If
silver
hurts
hey,
more.
guys,
Silver
if
hurts
two, we won't regret it. If two has the cantrip magic pebble, we will not regret it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Can I have the 50 silver? Please.
You know what? You drove a hard bargain? Sure, 50 silver.
Woohoo!
And
Vlad literally walks
as
up to the
Star
table and
goes to lead two away, she whispers to him, "That silver is as much as 5 gold. So you have double what you had before."
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Vlad walks up and
Star
hands
hiding
him
the fact
1
she's
gold
40 gold.
and reaches an arm, a forearm handshake. And I say, "Nice tat. Sorry for the trouble," and hands him a gold piece.
He takes it, he says, "Yeah, all good, man. If you ever need any shit made, you know where to go."
You're my dude. And then I walk away.
You're my dude.
God, I
Most
have a
fantasy
question.
thing.
Is there a certain magical item shop?
Just say no, dog. Just say no.
No, we don't know yet, right?
The
So,
biggest city of the entire continent?
No, Dodd knows exactly what magic shop I'm talking about.
We'll let the dice decide. High or low.
Dog, say no. Just
Sorry,
say no.
anyone
to
who's
save your trouble.
watching for that
Low.
extreme screaming, especially
Actually,
if
no,
you're
hi,
wearing
hi,
headphones
hi,
like
hi.
I am right now.
I'm saying hi.
oof.
No, there is not.
Damn. God damn it. Fucking shit.
What were you looking for?
Mel's mildly magically inconveniencing items, if I remember that correctly.
Mel's mildly
Mild.
inconvenient, Matt.
Thank you. Only the best magic shop.
Selin, are you okay?
Yeah, why not? Why?
Just checking on you. You
I'm
look
chilling.
a little shook up from earlier today, so.
It's
Just-
okay. It just caught me by surprise. I've never seen someone disembody someone with such efficiency before. It was a little surprising.
It's like people everywhere. I'm like, shh. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
quite
it-
seen that before.
It was quite the sight, But by the way, you picked up pretty quickly. Kudos to you.
Thanks.
The way you just
Let's,
the way I went. So I was gonna raise his voice a little bit. The way you ripped out that guy's liver and threw it to the
God damn
birds
it.
was amazing.
Dylan. Vladimir just starts walking away like fast, like, "Come on, let's go. Let's get. Thank you, appreciate the compliment." And this starts. Come on, guys. And
Two will follow on all fours as per usual.
I'm gonna look for someone that might have a city map or anyone that might look like they're giving out newspapers, have any information on the town as to what inns are where, essentially.
Yeah, you could probably find someone selling a news.
Okay. Hey there, young lad. How you doing?
I'm all right, Governor. What brings you? You looking for a paper, yeah?
You know what? How much for a paper?
1 silver.
No, I'll trade you. I'll give you this. I'll give you 2 silver if you give me some info.
I think I could find that amenable.
What would be a nice inn or decently mid-tier inn in the inner part of the city here?
Right, just to be sure, you're asking for a nice inn, not like, and he does air quotes, nice inn.
Yeah, mid-tier, comfortable inn.
Right, comfy, right. But are you looking for like a comfortable inn or air quotes again, comfortable inn? Like, are you trying to find somewhere where you can go and just sleep, or are you looking to go for somewhere where maybe you can, I don't know, get into some sort of trouble? Maybe?
The first one, not the latter.
Ah, right, no fun then. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to want to go through the gate right and down there. Just keep going straight down south. You go into Clay Downs. And once you get into Clay Downs, you're going to make the first left at where you see the dog. The dog's always there. Don't worry. He'll be there when you walk by. Once you see the dog, you're going to make that right. You're going to continue down about 2 blocks. You're going to make another left where there's an on-fire garbage can. Constantly on fire. Guarantee it's going to be there. Continue down 3 more blocks, and there'll be a big red building with a white roof. It's called White Roof Inn. That's where you want to go.
All right, get in there.
Right at the dog, left at the burning trash bin, building with the white roof.
Yep. Red building, white roof. White roof in.
Burning trash can doesn't
Perfect.
sound safe.
What do you mean by in with trouble?
Well, you know, some people like to come here and have a little bit of fun. Well, maybe some people of ill repute. But you all folks seem way too nice for that. So, you know, if you want to go to a nice inn, go to a nice inn.
How much do nice inns run around here per night? Do you know?
Oh, well, I think that one goes for a gold a night, I think. Maybe 2 gold, something like that.
That's perfectly fine. That's fine.
Also, oh, please continue, Vladimir. My question can wait.
I nod at you. And is there also an arts district around here? A nice one, a very nice arts district, the nicest.
Kind of like scratches his head. He says, "Well, you know, it's funny you ask that, really, because my mind's getting a little bit hazy again. After I told you where the inn is and you bought the paper."
I give him 2 more silver.
Oh, right, that's right. So if you go to Clay Downs, right, same place where the Red Roof Inn is, you go down 3 more blocks and you're going to meet a bloke named Jim. You ask Jim, and he'll ask you a bunch of questions. Just tell him Tommy Boy sent you, and it'll be fine. Tell him you're looking for a good artist, right? One with a little bit of arcane knowledge, right? And he's going to bring you, and he'll bring you. Trust me, he won't ask for any money. Just tell him Tommy Boy sent you. You'll be good. He's a tall bloke, right? Wears a bobby hat, smoking a pipe, with bright pink pants.
Okay. Y'all got that? Y'all got that?
Sounds quite eccentric.
Oh, he's fucking whacked out, mate.
The question I was gonna ask: do you know if any Nova operas are playing tonight, or any of the symphonies by the same artist?
Mm-hmm. Maybe in Carvid? Yeah. No, yeah. No, at the White Ridge Theater. Yeah, yep, yeah, Carvid. That's where you're gonna go.
Yeah, Eladrin or Manimoon? Which one's up?
Mom, no offense, but do I look like I'd know what that means?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe we could just look at the paper
I'm
he
a
gave
fan.
us.
I will snatch the paper out of his hand so fast to see if any of my operas or my symphonies are playing tonight.
I'm sure there's an event page.
In the event page, there's a hanging happening at the Green at 8 p.m. Beverages will be served.
I want to
I
go.
want to see that. I want to
We
see
can go to
that.
the hanging.
Sounds like fun.
Your offers, I
What's
have
the
my
crime?
hands.
What's the crime? Why is he being hanged?
Horse theft.
Horse theft. Interesting.
My father's hung a few people for horse theft before too. It's always quite a spectacle.
At the theater in Carvid, there is a symphony playing tonight. Is Nova's original.
What you see?
Also, there is what is being called a contest of superior happening at an inn in West Road. Yeah, that's what's going on tonight.
Oh, a drinking contest.
Interesting.
Oh,
I can drink a lot of
this
water.
is one of
I
the good ones.
Now we can head down
No,
to Coven.
darling, alcohol. Oh, it's a
Mm.
good
Oh.
one that's playing tonight. Oh, wouldn't that be a dream?
Let's start at Coven. Are y'all good with that?
I don't want to go to the hanging.
I also
We
want to
can go
see
to
the
the hanging.
I also
hanging.
kind of want to see the hanging.
If you don't, if you don't want to go see the hanging, you can go see the show with me.
Vladimir, believe it or not, as much as he likes things dying, it's usually he prefers him doing it, not other people doing it. I'll go to the theater tonight.
You've a set of nice clothes to go in.
Damn, get
Damn.
God, you're poorly dressed.
Yeah, I would say my attire is looking a little scuffed up. Although,
Astoria
based on
opens her bag and it just goes through and she's like looking for something and then you see her pull out a piece of fabric, but it's not like she's She's looking past it, but you can tell this is extraordinarily expensive, noble clothing that she's holding in one hand as she's like digging through her bag.
My eyebrows just raise, and I look at what I'm wearing, which, by the way, is a pretty basic green outfit with a scuffed up skull symbol on it. And I look up at Star and say, yeah, any of those will do.
Do you want to wear a dress? I only have dresses.
No.
Ah,
Thank you so much.
And they're tailored, and they're also tailored to me and come with corsets. I don't think you want to wear either of those.
Unfortunately, not. But I'm sure in Kavod there's plenty of nice clothing shots. I could get something that is more befitting of myself.
I was about to get scammed out of like 50 gold for a good jacket.
Not
What I'm
going to
wearing now
mention
doesn't-
Star's dress is designer and like designed specifically for her, and probably cost more than most of you make in a year.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
you
don't need to
can't
flex
afford.
on Lyric
Some of-
before.
I'm a
Yeah.
fellow. I'll have you
Listen,
know,
She's
I'm
the
a-
anything-
Nepo baby.
I'll have you know I'm a
Listen,
fellow
anything
noble. I'm a
below
fellow.
zero is
I'm a
still
fellow
zero.
noble. Okay, I'll have you know, fellow noble here. Who you calling poor?
Fellow noble. Are your parents billionaires, Silent? Are they billionaires?
My parents are war
The Nepo
criminals.
babies are.
Your parents are
Yeah.
war criminals. God damn.
My parents are just old,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
and
which
they
one's
hoard
worse.
wealth.
War criminal pays pretty well. I'll have you know.
I don't want to talk about my parents. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go.
You guys have parents?
But yeah, I do.
Two heard shopping and now wants to go with them.
It feels like the "you guys are getting paid" meme. You guys have parents?
That's two right now. Y'all have parents?
Yeah.
Mm.
Very good. Well, okay, so with 3/5 of the party is going shopping into the symphony, and 2 are going to the hanging. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
correct?
No, two heard shopping and now wants to go shopping with them.
Perfect.
Shopping? You say shopping?
Yeah.
I'll go shopping.
Are you guys coming?
Two wants to know what nice clothes look like. He's never seen them before.
So 4/5 going shopping. Everybody going.
Everyone's going shopping. As
Oh,
soon as she
right.
realizes she's gonna be alone, she's like, never mind, hanging away.
I'm sorry, Lareth.
That's okay.
Let's go get some better attire. If we're gonna be in the nice area, the nicer district, we're gonna have to look a little bit more presentable.
I don't know. My armor looks nice. I think.
I'd prefer to get something dark green that looks a little bit better than what I'm wearing currently.
I'm just gonna whisper to Lareth. You think wrong.
Oh. My confidence is destroyed.
So Lyrith.
Yes.
Great. Where do you go shopping? Do you just go to Kavod? Do you look around in town center? Do you go to Claydowns?
Is there like a public restroom where Star can change into one of her nicer outfits?
Yeah, there'd probably be one in town center, probably fairly frequently.
Okay, I'm just opening up my my pictures because I have a picture of the dress that I will be wearing, and I'm going to just get it ready because it's pretty.
So throughout Kavod Town Center and Claydowns, there'd probably be a shit ton of different shops selling clothing for nobles, finer clothing.
Who's never seen such nice looking clothing before?
Imagine Vladimir's probably seen people dressed up pretty nice at the university he went to.
A fair assumption.
All the rich uni students.
Well, professors usually dressed up really nice to present, so.
You could all buy a set of the finest clothing. Cheapest they have is 15 gold.
Wait, but I'm a noble. Are my clothes presentable? Do I need to buy new clothes?
You could probably clean your clothing.
Yeah, I have prestidigitation. I'll clean myself. Bam, presentable again.
Fair and understandable.
This is the dress Star changes into.
Oh, I look like the robe of the Archmag guy, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I like it. Very pretty.
Very nice. But is it white and gold
She's
or is it
cute,
blue and
Josh.
black?
God damn it.
This one is this one, ha ha ha, hilarious. That it's the exact same it is in the picture. So it's gold beading and a white dress.
It
I mean,
looks
it's
blue and
blue and
black to me.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's such an old meme.
That really is. It's an ancient.
Oh, making me feel old.
Tell me about it. I know. I was there. Cite the old magic. I was there when.
Does Vlad
There
see
are
anything
two.
that's forest green or anything like of the sorts that's really dark, but also has some reflects well in the light?
I'm sure you do. It would not be hard at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna barter anything. I'm gonna be respectful. I'll get a really nice outfit.
So
Like dark
really,
pants and
really nice outfit, or the bare minimum 15 minimum.
the 15 minimum of
Okay.
a nice like semi overcoat.
I was saying, if you want like really nice stuff, they do have some stuff going for like 400 gold pieces.
Well, you know how much I have based on how much plate I got, so that's we'll just stick with the 15. I think that'll be just
If
fine.
we pile like 4 characters' monies together, we can buy you one really nice suit.
Yeah.
Two's gonna go up to Star and just kind of like tug her dress a little bit. Wait,
Oh,
I don't know how to pick nice clothes. This is all I
Okay.
have.
It's okay, sweetheart. Let's see. What colors do you like?
Yes.
Okay, she takes into his like lighter complexion and she goes up to a counter and finds a sapphire tunic, something like deep blue, something dark and like beautiful. It's not the same color as her skin, but it's a few shades lighter. And she picks it up and she looks at it and she pays the 15 gold pieces for it. I'm just gonna take that out of my gold.
Thanks you. It looks nice.
Yes. Now, we're going to go put it on, okay?
Okay. I can put it on.
Okay. The leggings are a bit stretchy. This is an elven style, so it's a tunic with leggings underneath. So it'll come down to about his knees, and he'll have like the nice pants up. And don't forget, darling, you have to walk on 2 feet when you wear that, okay?
Oh, but that makes me uncomfortable.
It's so you don't drag it along the ground and break it.
Okay, that's boring. I'm not taking off the mask though.
You can keep the mask on, dear.
Yay!
I think
He'll go and change.
mask looks good.
It was gift from Mama, from Mother. I don't know what it does, but it's nice.
Perfect. Anyone else buying fine clothing?
I'll buy one as well. I'll also get like a red that matches. I put in character art, but it's like a red. It's mostly red. I'm not very good at describing this. But yeah, I went for like a red / darker red dress kind of, and I also got myself some dark red bandages to, well, not bandages, but like, you know, blindfold to
Like a
replace my
red
dark green
silk
one.
scarf.
Yeah, to replace my current one, so it matches.
Perfect. Well, you've all either bought or cleaned off your noble clothing, I believe. Yes, all of you have bought or cleaned off your noble clothing, or your fine clothing. And you're all looking quite dapper.
We all ready to? What time is the? Let's look at the newspaper. What time does this event start?
It starts at 6:30, which is 15 minutes.
Let's get going. We're
Well,
close,
we better get
right?
going.
Yeah.
Tu's trying his hardest to walk on two legs, but he's slouching very badly.
I feel so light without this plate covering me.
I'm wearing the same thing, so I'm very comfortable.
You all walk and you arrive at the theater, and people are beginning to pile in through the doors out front, and sit in seats and get ready to watch symphony.
We have to purchase tickets though. How much are the tickets?
Do you ask that as you're walking in?
Of course she's going to go up to the ticket counter and get walk-in tickets. She's not stupid.
You walk up to the counter, where there is a concierge of sorts kind of sitting there. Says, do you have a coat or anything you would like to turn in?
I was wondering, walk-in tickets, how much are they?
Oh, it's free tonight, miss.
Oh, well, thank you. And, she's making an effort to hide her eyes. Is that, because that's where she gets her pseudonym from. Does she roll, like, a stealth check for that?
Close your eyes. Just talk to him with your eyes
Just
closed.
talk with your eyes closed.
Blindfolds.
That is
Yeah.
an 8.
God, you are not rolling well today.
I am not. Yeah, it's free tonight, ma'am. But please enjoy.
Thank you.
You're all ushered down the given your band gets together, starts tuning and making sure things. About 10 minutes goes by as tuning and getting things ready and everybody getting seated at the conductor walks out and clapping, gets to center podium and raises his hands. A hush falls over the crowd. Taps on his bandstand and
So, do I like it? Is it to my taste, considering I wrote it?
symphony.
Oh no.
Natural one. Natural one.
That's a
Ooh,
nat
hey.
20.
Oh my
That's so funny.
god!
Yeah, they do a great job.
It's
It is
beautiful.
beautiful and quite possibly the best you've ever heard, other than when you've done it yourself.
Perfect.
2 doesn't know what this is, but it sounds nice, so he's okay with it.
She leans down and whispers to 2, I wrote this.
Oh,
Shh.
it's cool. Shh, shh, secret, secret.
Throughout the entire symphony, there is a troupe of mages on stage casting illusion spells to add to the gravitas of the symphony itself. Powerful light images cascading across the crowds. Symphony changes tempo to add to the emotion of the music. And after, we'll call it 2.5 hours, the symphony ends with a cacophony of beautiful music. Begins to stand up, clap and cheer and cry. After a absolutely beautiful.
Oh, that was very well done.
Silent claps politely, but he doesn't really get it. He looks a little confused.
I'm going to lean over to him if I can, possibly over 2. This one was about the in my hometown there was a meteor that fell from the sky, and it was about the wreckage and then the growth that happened after it.
Oh, I like the part where the violins did the thing. Yeah, that was really good. That was really, I
It's all
really
right.
felt the meteor. Yeah, totally. I could, just like
Meteor.
I could feel it. It was real good. You did really good. Yeah,
You're
amazing.
about to hear it now. I cast Meteor Swarm.
All right.
Please don't!
I can anyway.
To end this piece with its rightful homage, we will now cast Meteor Swarm, all 9 of us.
A spell none of us know.
Yet.
Waving our arms around. Yeah.
The lights come on in the theater and people begin to make their way out in the foyer, steps outside, chatting about the performance.
Tight.
It's high.
Sorry, that was excellent.
Two just has his finger over his mouth like he's trying to hush a secret, and he's just pointing it towards everyone.
That was much better than any version I've heard at the university.
Oh, the only time it sounded better to me is when I wrote it for the first time.
I'm sure.
It was wonderful. Perfect. The essence, the vibrato. That conductor did such a wonderful job with my work.
Holy shit! Wait, hold. I know you. Man begins quickly walking up to Staria.
No, no, you don't.
Hush, Tim.
Oh, shit.
You know
No
me
shit,
from where?
You're. I can see it in your eyes. Hold on. You wrote the fucking. You wrote the fucking music.
Nova. Lovely to meet you. She extends her hand.
He gently grasps it and kisses your hand. Wonderful work, really.
Thank you. It's one of the best renditions I've ever heard. Possibly the best I have, possibly the best rendition of any of my works that I've ever seen.
Couldn't agree more. I've heard it a lot, and this has been great. What brings you to Gretsch?
Well, I'm just journeying around, and I wandered in. And I know it's a city of many of the great hearts, and I was wondering if any of my pieces were on performance.
Frequently.
Oh, that is wonderful to hear.
How long are you in town for? Are you staying for an extended period of time, or are you leaving now? Or
I'm not quite sure, to be completely honest. She's going to turn around at her group. She's looking towards the two men of the group. Not two. Two is a boy. She's looking towards the two men of the group. She settles on Vladimir. And she walks over and she's going to gracefully take your arm at the elbow. I'm not sure. How long are we staying?
Oh, dear. Probably at least a few nights, I would say. Wouldn't you say?
I would
Minimum?
say so.
magnificent. Do you have a place to stay? I would more than willing give you a very nice suite in my inn.
Oh, that would be wonderful. But you don't have to. At least let us cover something for you.
Nonsense. The beautiful music that you produce, I could not put.
You are very, very generous, sir. Thank you so much.
Far too kind.
Would say any time, but I would certainly go broke if that were the case. Please, all you and all of your friends, more than welcome. I own an inn in Clay Downs. It's the White Roof.
Oh, I've heard of that. I heard it's a very luxurious place.
It's all right.
Two's gonna poke his leg.
Yes.
What's your name?
sweetheart?
Oh, my name. Yes. Sorry. I'm Sir Reginald Downswy. The Clay Down.
Hi, Mr. Reginald. I'm two.
I'm
Vladimir
sure you
reaches
are.
out. The firm
There
hand.
you are. That's not gonna get old.
Reginald extends his hand and it meets yours for a hearty handshake.
Yes, I assume your inn also has a lovely dinner menu.
Of course, finest in Clay Downs. We serve breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner. We make it there. Pulls out a pocket one. Oh hell, I own the place. Whenever we get there, I'm sure we could sit down to eat.
No, nothing less for Star. Star, are you ready to go?
Of course, Vladimir, darling.
And we motion to walk out, leading.
Yes, and as soon as they're out of earshot from the man from the inn, like Star will lean up and whisper, "Vladimir, my pseudonym is Nova. You just called me my real name in front of a fan."
Whoopsie doozy.
Well, I think
Just
it would
say
be
it's
weird.
just say it's a pet name. Say it's a pet name.
I think it would be weird for the one hosting you tonight for me to refer to you anything other than Star. Don't you think? Like I should know you on a personal
course.
level?
As long as I can call you dear.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
Star is
put this-
immediately thinking, I am going to pay this man's student debt and marry him if he's going to keep acting like this. He is a wonderful man.
I'm going to prestidigitation behind them and just cast a loud foghorn.
Oh my god.
I prestidigitation it away with now, be polite, Silent.
I'm gonna like lean over to Silent. What are they doing?
You don't want to know. Okay, I'm going to try and foghorn them again.
Oh my god.
It gets stopped again.
Sound of crickets chirping loudly.
It isn't You hear a little whisper beside your ear. It's not like that. It's so the fan doesn't get any ideas.
I'm gonna prestidigitation with some loud frog croaking.
Two's gonna kick Siren's like shin. Dad, don't do that. Be nice.
Like, don't do that to my parents. They're my mom and dad now.
Be nice.
Two, don't. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
We're also
Uh,
here who don't need to speak.
the good sir walks outside and he waits for
A limousine.
Carriage?
limousine.
Limousine.
A carriage drawn by two horses comes around. And he opens the door, saying, please, with me. I'd be more than willing to give you all right."
Two, I want to talk to the horses. I want to go up and petting the horses.
Vladimir appropriately walks up to the carriage and puts out the hand to help Star into it appropriately. It'd be weird if I didn't do that.
Perfect. Gets in.
No, I'm
Unless the hanging
I'm
is
petting
still
the
on.
horses.
God.
If the hanging is still on, I might.
I don't know. I'm trying to go catch the tail end of this hanging.
The ending is the best part, after all.
Yeah. Can we just drive by?
The hanging would have been like an
Fuck.
Maybe he's still kicking. Maybe he has a high constitution.
You wouldn't be kicking, you'd be twitching.
Maybe he's
As
still
soon as
twitching.
they're in
Maybe
the
he's still
potion alone,
Maybe he's a fighter.
Star's gonna lead.
What if
Star's
what if
gonna
the
lean
entire
in-
hour is just spent listing his crimes, and then we catch like the last part right where his head comes off?
It's a hanging. His head doesn't come off. He just kicks around.
Unless he's wearing piano wire. As soon as Vladimir and Star are completely alone in the carriage with the man who hasn't climbed in yet because he's kind of distracted by two, she immediately lets go of him and whispers to him, "I'm a raging lesbian. This will never work."
Vladimir looks over and I was playing the part.
Thank you.
Of course.
the man coaxes two with chocolate. Stop messing about with the.
Oh, he
Do
eats
I
the
get-
chocolate up.
Do I
He's
get
never had chocolate.
Oh, baby boy. Two is my baby. I love him. He's my son. He's my son now.
He's just a little guy.
Of course he is.
Says the two. He said there's a lot more chocolate at the inn that you could be eating.
Oh, I've never heard of this, but it tastes delicious.
Oh, we'll get you the finest
An
sweets.
old man. An old man is luring a toddler into his car with candy.
Oh my god!
Get into the van, and we'll bring you to a wonderful place.
all the chocolate? You can
Okay,
eat?
you've convinced him. He's going in right now.
Silent is going to also ask him for chocolate.
he's gonna look at you and be like,
My chocolate. Mine.
sure. And he reaches in his pocket, I guess, and pulls out chocolate and gives it to you.
Thank you, sir. And I'll climb into the carriage and nibble on my chocolate.
Tilts his hat, gets in, closes the door, and carriage is off. And you all arrive at the inn where he escorts you all into the dining room, and he says, pulls over one of the waitresses and says, please be a dear and go tell the chef. I know it's late, but I'll pay him double for the night. We have special guests, and I need the finest meal available. Says, yes, sir, yes. Goes into the kitchen, where you hear some muffled yelling and a pot being thrown, and she walks out and he said it will be out in 10 minutes.
I lean over it.
Didn't say that.
I lean over. I'm probably sitting next to Star, and I lean over and tell her that currently I do consider you a friend. Just met you, but you seem like an awesome person, so I do appreciate you playing along. Unfortunately, how do I say this? I'm not sure if right now in my life, regardless, if the world has it out for me for love. So
And as I mentioned, I'm what's in Elven referred to as a lesbian. I like girls.
I'm also an elf, so I totally understand.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Two has no clue what this exchange is. He's just staring.
The Sir Reginald comes and sits down, and they bring wine for those of adult age that can drink wine. They bring to a apple juice, and he regales about businesses and things of that nature. And after about 10 minutes on the dot, multiple waiters and waitresses come out with wonderful foods. They bring out a whole suckling pig, an entire roast turkey, mashed potatoes, steamed carrots, crab, anything you could think of that would be a fancy, delectable treat, and lay it out on the table and begin carving it up and serving each various vegetables.
Hmm. If the conversation leads to him asking if she has anything new, she's going to play the beginning movement of the opera that she's working on that has their new wood elf friend's name in it. She'll do it on her lyre, of course, but she will play for him if he asks.
And I'm sure he would.
Lyrit sits there in silence.
Two starts taking food. You notice as he's taking different types of food, he's referring to all of the food as bird with some other adjective with it.
Oh my goodness.
They're all some type of bird in his head.
It feels
Interesting.
weird to say this is like technically the oldest person here. I'm like the middle child right now, just kind of sitting there silent.
Yeah.
Wait, how old is
Well,
Lyrit?
Lyrit, like if we're going off human ages, Lyrit is 31. Well, Lyrit is 31, but like if you were to
No, like,
translate
literal
elf
years.
years, yeah, literal years is 31. But yeah, since you guys are elves who are like 100.
Well, Vladimir is basically a baby. He doesn't come off that
Yes.
way, but
I
So is
figured-
he.
he's
He is a baby.
22. He's an elf that's 22 years old.
Elves' bodies mature to the age of 20 and then stop for like
Yeah.
400 years.
Yeah, but he's literally
Astaria
22. Yeah.
Astaria is by elvish standards an adult. Vladimir is not.
No, I'm very.
It's also why Astaria, even if she liked men, would not date Vladimir because she sees him as a baby.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I mean,
Who is a baby? Let's be honest. He is a
You
child.
still have the name your mummy and daddy gave you. Is basically what Astaria is thinking about Vladimir.
Damn. You were given a name at birth? That's kind of cringe, bro.
The thing about elves is that they get a name at birth and then they
No, I
choose
know.
their name at
I love
50.
elves. They're my favorite race. I understand.
yeah.
You still have the name your mother gave you.
You go to college for like 80 years? Oh fuck, that sucks.
I'm a fast
Oh my
learner.
God.
I got my undergrad.
Two is under 18. That is all I'll say. He is a literal child.
2 is not
Yeah.
2 years old.
So for
He's not
every
2 years
reason,
old.
no not that anyone would. No romancing too.
Who is a child, so is Vladimir.
After dinner, the servants kind of clean up all the food and make sure that you're all comfortable. as they bring out desserts, various different cakes and pies and cookies. And for 2 specifically, they bring out a nice dish with chocolate and vanilla ice cream with bananas and hot fudge and whipped cream.
You have no idea how it's taking me to not use Tides of Chaos right now because of the excitement this kid is feeling.
It's almost like I'm encouraging that.
Almost. Yeah, he rolls a wild magic surge now. Too excited.
Oh no.
No,
Poor
I'm kidding.
child.
Maybe later.
Poor mom.
Maybe tonight while everyone's sleeping.
You cast Fireball.
I don't care how small the room is. I cast Fireball.
Star and Vladimir come out of trance to find 2 about to cast Fireball and are just like, no.
You all enjoy a very fabulous dessert and dinner, and Sir Reginald eventually says it's probably around 10 o'clock. He says, well, I better head on to go to my house, so feel free. You have the kings and queens and princes and princesses suites respectively. Please enjoy the night. If you need anything, just ring the bell and someone will be with you.
Why, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
So I have to go run like 5 minutes early, so this is actually a good night for me.
Understandable.
Good night, Charles.
Hi
Good
guys,
night.
thanks for playing. Sorry.
Good night.
So,
You all go to your respective rooms, and they're very comfortable beds. They're like, like quilted down top beds with very nice pillows. Rooms are quite large and have candles and other things, chests of drawers and Chesterfield, nice plush chairs and the things. It's very elegant. And you all take a sleep for the night.
oh, how
Woohoo.
fucking
I
weird
got
this
my
sounds.
spell slots back, and I'm gonna
Lyric-
take off my thing and put leather on
I
again.
want a magic surge right now, as we speak.
Right now.
I will mention Lyrit does not sleep in any, but she sleeps in like on the couch because she thinks it's way too fancy for her.
I thought you were about to say that she sleeps like a bat.
I
I could see
one of my
Lyric
characters
doing
used to do that.
Sorry,
My
just
Dampier used to do
stands
that.
in the corner and glows. That's how she sleeps. She stands in the corner and glows like a star.
2 has single-handedly took almost every blanket someone's not using and is just wrapped in it like a giant burrito.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
That is so cute. Oh my god.
In
Sorry,
Vladimir's
Vlad.
You're fine. In Vladimir's privacy, he grabs I'm being vague here, a small object out and looks at it and says, Queen, am I close?
You hear closer by the day.
And then Vladimir nods and he goes to bed.
And with that, it leaves a lot of questions that need answering. Why were they put in that cave, and had it caved in on them and left to die? What does Blackheart's resources want with these people? Why did they want them presumably dead? Where is 2 really from? And most importantly, will 2 accidentally cause a serious catastrophe due to his sugar-riddled sleep with the Tides of Chaos? Find all this out and more next week, live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the HMH Dodd channel on Twitch. Thank you for joining in. If you're watching this later on YouTube on the VOD, or on the VOD here on Twitch, Come and catch us while we're live. We like to have a good time, and I try to be as interactive as I can with the people in our audience. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a wonderful night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. We'll catch you next time. See you later, Twitch.